Hi guys, I'm Eddie Hearn. I'm here with Capital XTRA and I'm going to be answering your burning questions. How does it feel to be promoting Benn v Eubank 30 years on from their father's legendary showdown? The answer, quite remarkable. I was 11 when they first fought. My dad promoted that fight. 3 years later, they had the rematch at Old Trafford in front of 50,000. I was there at 13 years of age. Foggy night in Manchester in October. We had Benn Eubank 1, we had Benn Eubank 2. We should have had Benn Eubank 3 back in the 90s. Just so happens we got it in 2022. Can you describe a day in the life of Eddie Hearn? Oh dear. Yeah, basically, you wake up in the morning and you get wheeled around everywhere to talk to people. Charlotte, who runs my PR, is actually laughing in the corner because that's exactly how it works. It's literally right, here, talking to these, here, oh, you've got a call with Australian media, oh, you've got a call with Abu Dhabi media. And then just as you go home, about 8 o'clock, they go, oh, by the way, you've got 10 p.m. tonight, you've got Los Angeles, and then you've got Japan also at 1 o'clock in the morning. So no one has any regard for how tired I am or how I'm feeling. I'm just a robot who talks all day. If you were a boxer, what song would you pick for your ring walk? I mean, look, let's be honest, who doesn't stand in the mirror in the gym or in the bathroom and think about walking out to the ring for a fight? I've been doing it all my life. I can't fight, but I've always envisaged it. Believe it or not, I really like sort of old school hip hop. I'm talking about Tupac, Biggie, Nate Dogg, like that kind of era, NWA. That was me growing up many years ago. So it would probably be Notorious B.I.G., his song Notorious. I think that's the one. And as I walked out, everyone would think, what is he doing with his dad dancing? What can fans expect to see when Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury finally fight in the ultimate British battle? Can we just see it first? I just actually posted on Instagram saying, if in doubt, blame Eddie, because this is what all these people do. So they go out, Tyson Fury mouths off on Instagram, you've got a day to sign a contract, I'm fighting someone else. But actually, after everything is said and done, I get the blame. So Anthony Joshua wants that fight, apparently Tyson Fury wants that fight. Let's see one day if we can get it made. What do you order at Nando's? Okay, my mouth is actually watering because Nando's is one of my favourite meals and I'm an absolute pig. I will go butterfly chicken, extra hot. Look at the passion I talk with when I talk about food. Peri peri chips with the peri peri mayonnaise, it's a must. Corn on the cob, halloumi cheese, probably some hummus as well with the pita, you know, and you've got to put the sort of spicy sauce on the top of the hummus as well. And that is my go-to Nando's. Which is your favourite boxing venue in the world? Difficult. I have had the pleasure of promoting at O2 Arena in London, epic. Manchester Arena, obviously in Manchester, also epic. MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Mandalay Bay. T-Mobile, Las Vegas. Abu Dhabi coming out. Saudi Arabia. Mexico. But for me, my favourite boxing venue is Madison Square Garden, steeped in the history of the sport. In your opinion, is this fight too early for Benn? Eubank Jr has more experience. I'll let you know on Monday. Basically, have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. Two world-class fighters that just had the opportunity to be part of a fight that will be steeped in history forever. Legacy, rivalry. So refreshing this fight has no belts. The politics of championship belts, we don't need belts. This fight appeals to all generations across the country, and I'll reserve right to answer that question till Monday. What is your wildest story from a pre-fight press conference? Okay, go to YouTube, type in Derek Chisora throwing table. So Derek Chisora on the left, Dillian Whyte on the right, ahead of their first fight in Manchester. They've both been telling each other they're going to turn up at each other's house and have a fight with them on the street, etc. Tempers are flaring. I said to the security, when Derek Chisora starts tapping his leg, get ready to pounce. And I looked at Derek and he started his speech and his leg started tapping. And I looked at the security and before I knew it, he picked the table up and threw it at me and Dillian Whyte. And there's some lovely stills of me doing this. So check it out on YouTube. That was just another day at the office. Have you met the person behind No Context Hearn and how do you feel about being a meme? I haven't met him, but I know who it is. Andy, he works for the NHS. About 4 years ago, he sent me a DM and said, look, I love your interviews. Is it possible to create a no context meme page of your favourite sayings? And I was like, who on earth is going to be interested in that? No problems, mate. Next thing, they've got 1 million followers across Twitter and Instagram. Everybody is using me as a meme to explain various different scenarios. And then I find out he brings out a merchandise range with mugs and t-shirts and hats. It was at that point I had to step in and say, hold on mate, you can't just make money out of this. So 25% of your profits have to go to the Haven House Children's Hospice. And to be fair, they sent him 10 grand plus. So he was obviously making a nice few quid himself. And in terms of being a meme, it's very, very annoying and frustrating that after all my hard work in business, I will actually be remembered when I leave this earth as a walking meme. How do you stay motivated? What keeps you so driven? Winning. I have a sick mentality of wanting and needing to win, and it all comes from sport. Sport is the essence and the driver behind making all people and moulding the younger generation. Think about what you can learn from sport, particularly about boxing. I say to parents, to kids, get yourself in a local boxing club. Let's break it down. Discipline. What kids have discipline these days? Manners. Manners. Who has manners? Respect. Show me young kids these days that really genuinely have respect, like the old school. The art of winning and losing, understanding it, teamwork, physical health, mental health, everything you need. Kids are spending too much time on their phones. Get them out playing sport and moulding them, moulding their personality and understanding winning. And also having a passion for what you do. I love what I do. I get up every morning excited and blessed with the opportunity of what I do, but I also get up wanting to win every single day. And I won't take a day off to make sure I beat you all. Can you give us your best smack talk? I've got loads of smack talk. Can't give it to you on camera, you just have to watch the interviews and watch the memes, but it just comes very naturally. The problem is, in America, they don't understand sarcasm. There's one promoter particularly who I always wind up in America, and I said in an interview recently that I feel like he was particularly offended and jealous that it's very likely that I could be the next James Bond. And he gave an interview saying, can you believe this guy actually thinks he's going to be James Bond? I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, I would be a fantastic James Bond, but it's unlikely. Well, I don't actually. Charlotte, maybe make the call. How do you handle the pressure and stress that comes with your career? Good question. Some days better than others. Keep it simple, okay? Short-term goals, focus on what you need to do today. And also understand that when you jump out of a plane, the parachute don't open straight away. You have to free fall for a bit. So just ride it, and eventually when that parachute opens, everything will be plain sailing. Who would you want to play you in a movie about your life? Well, if you actually go back and watch Jerry Maguire, that was actually probably as close a movie as it gets to my life. Obviously, I'm better looking than Tom Cruise, but who would play me? Don't know, obviously I look a lot like Ryan Reynolds. A lot of people say that, so maybe Ryan Reynolds would be a good one. That was a sarcasm again, if that American guy's watching. In your opinion, what is the key to true success? This is a great question, okay? Because as your life evolves, you realize that success comes in so many different forms. Everybody's opinion of success is individualistic. So there is no written rule about what is success. It's how you interpret success. When I was younger, success would be having a great year in business. Success might be buying the best house you can buy, or buying a new car, or being able to go on nice holidays. And you would actually look at people that you would think aren't successful, yet they might be even more successful than you. So for some people, they might not want the stress levels that we talked about. They might not want to win every day. They might just want to walk the dog and spend time with their family. And in their mind, that is pure success. So don't follow social media and think that that's success. Success is how you interpret it. And ultimately, success is a feeling. It's a feeling of fulfillment. Fulfillment that can come through achieving goals, or fulfillment that can come just by looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I feel good, I feel alive, I feel blessed, I feel motivated, and therefore I am successful. So the reality of the situation is, it doesn't matter what you've got. If you feel like your life is successful, then it is.